When it comes to Internet of Things, connected devices, big data, future technologies, the only term that comes to our mind is MQTT. So in this video, we are just going to learn in detail about this particular MQTT protocol, how it helps us to transmit data over devices, its characteristics, and its method of transmitting data over servers. Let's get started. So as the name says, MQTT stands for Message Queuing Telemetry Transport, and from the name you can understand that this is a protocol used for transporting data. Similar to MQTT, we have a standard protocol called HTTP. I hope all are aware of this HTTP. So this HTTP is the most widely used communication protocol by all the web browsers and the web servers in the world. So as you can see this particular video over the web, over the internet, this video is transmitted to your web browser from a web server using this HTTP or HTTPS protocol. We have a web browser and a web server, and this HTTP is communicating the data over this web server to the web browser by request and response process. So this web browser is requesting the data and it is getting the data as a response from the web server. So this is the kind of protocol used by most of the web browsers and web servers, and the video that you are watching currently is processed using this HTTP or HTTPS protocol. So similar to this, we have a protocol called MQTT, but this MQTT protocol is not meant for transmitting data like this HTTP. Instead, this particular MQTT protocol is most widely useful for transmitting data when you have low energy, low connectivity and low bandwidth. So the founder of this MQTT protocol has invented this protocol for transmitting the data over low energy, low connectivity and low bandwidth. It is invented for transmitting data from an oil mine through the internet over the satellite. In that situation, this MQTT has been invented. So this protocol is fulfilling the purpose of all these three that you are seeing on the screen. And the main characteristics of this MQTT protocol is its publish and subscribe pattern. And let's take an example for understanding the MQTT protocol. And basically this MQTT protocol works based on the client. So let's take a coffee machine as a client of MQTT for understanding this particular MQTT protocol in detail. Always we require a client for establishing the MQTT protocol, and the client that we are going to assume is the coffee machine right over here. And for establishing the MQTT protocol, we need another client. Let's take the another client to be a web server where you want the data from the coffee machine to be stored. And in between these two clients, we need a MQTT broker. So there is a broker called the MQTT broker which handles these two clients, that is the coffee machine as well as the web server, which is useful for storing the data from the client coffee machine. And at the first step, what this coffee machine client does is it will publish the data from its own processor. So this data that it publishes will be having the format like this MQTT packet. So it contains ID, which is a random number, and topic, which is most widely useful for communicating to the subscriber. Topic here is named as powder. So the subscriber which requests the data from the coffee machine, that is to this particular topic, will request with the name of this particular topic. And we have the payload, which is nothing but the data. We have 2 kgs of coffee powder. And another most important thing in the packet is quality of service, QoS. So if the QoS is 0, the data will be transmitted at most once, and if the QoS is 1, the data will be transmitted at least once, and if the QoS is 2, the data will be transmitted exactly once. So these are the 3 possibilities of QoS, and exactly these are the packet of MQTT data most widely published by the client. Once the packet has been transmitted or published from the coffee machine client to the MQTT broker will hold the data, and the web server client, which is also a client of MQTT, will subscribe to the topic powder. So now what happens is the MQTT broker will publish the data received from the coffee machine client to the web server client. On receiving the data, the processing of data happens and the actions can be published from the MQTT broker to the coffee machine, such as if the coffee powder is low, we can turn off the machine, or we can send a message from the machine to the respective persons for filling up the coffee machine. So it goes on like this. So this is the basic methodology of MQTT protocol, which happens in publish and subscribe pattern. And here I hope you understood how this MQTT protocol works by sending the MQTT packet to the web server. And I hope you learned something new in this video, and in the next video we will be practically demonstrating how you can transmit data over MQTT using embedded SOC. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.